Check. Lot of chatty Cathys today. Lots of chatty Cathys today. What's going on, chat? Good morning to you. How are you? What's up? I think I can't even keep up with all these comments. What's going on? Why is everybody so busy today? Oh, well, it was an 8-minute intro to get in here.
That could have something to do with it.
Yeah, sorry guys. I do apologize. I'm ready to roll. And then Mojo had to go out. So he's a blind guy. He takes a little bit to get up and down the steps. A little change of scenery just because I got to keep an eye on him. So if I have to stop abruptly or anything like that, it's just to take care of a senior dog. Appreciate your patience. Thanks again to Dead Prez Carter for the sub bangs yesterday. 5 from Dead Prez. You don't see those too often. So thank you very much. Where's DGen at? Why do I look different today?
No, you very clearly are somewhere different.
Oh, I read that like an idiot. Like, where is DGen?
Yeah.
Where's DGen at? Yeah, never mind. I'm in
San Diego.
I'm just in another part of my parents' house, and yes, unfortunately, I'm still here. My wife had to fly back yesterday. I'm going back on Friday to New York for work, and that's that. So, anyways. Good morning, Steak. Steak was off yesterday. Shout out Drew again for helping out. I think he did a great job and appreciate all you guys for being good sports and polite for the most part. And pretty good feedback. So maybe we'll have Drew incorporate a little bit more if he's got some time. We love talking ball with Drew. Like I said, longtime friend of Steak and ours. Very elegant background. Thanks. This is my mom's choosing of of wallpaper. I don't know why it's like safari themed. Like I feel like. Don't I kind of look like I could be in, little jungle-ish, like a hut?
Yeah. You could be looking for whatever Indiana Jones was looking for or something for sure.
Something like that. Yeah. Do I sound good? Not going over this again. Sub bangs. Tim Delaney gave out 5. Appreciate you, Tim. Busa, 317, Easy D, Sock Station, Bummy, and Clay Bryson. Appreciate you guys. South Africa. Yep. What's up, Jet Brosif? Nice Miami hat yesterday, Steak. What is he talking about?
I'm not sure
either. Now that Steak's here, can we talk about Desmond Bane's potential to be a top 10 dodgeball player of all time? Yeah, that was DGen was also. Drew was also the Chargers. Sharp, yeah, he was. Yeah, you sound great. Really, sounds good. Awesome. He is calling him Drew. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, Drew had the Miami hat on yesterday. I got it, bro. The Desmond Bane shit was so funny. I don't know if it's because I'm a Magic fan and he's already crashed out once or twice this season, but that shit, I can't watch it without laughing. I probably watched it over 100 times. Then the voiceover that I just posted on my Twitter, it is the funniest shit ever because you literally are watching and you're like, he very clearly has the ball secured. Why did he do that? There was absolutely no reason to do what he did.
Well, I thought for literally a split second that his momentum was taking him out of bounds.
No, dude.
And then I watched it again, and he fully stopped.
Actually, he completely established himself in bounds, if you will, with both feet and the ball just fucking standing completely still with absolutely no momentum. And then he cocks back with the basketball at point blank range and blasts it into his fucking rib cage.
But when he's running down the court, he grabs the ball and he stops. And I think for a split second, Desmond Payne thought, my momentum's going to take me out of bounds. Let me just do this automatic throw the ball at him. But when he cocks up to throw the ball, he is literally like flat-footed.
Yeah, it's a fucking insane thing to do to another grown man.
It is hilarious. And I thought that everybody's reaction to it was beautiful. I just posted the tweet in the chat. You guys should look, you guys should go look at or watch the video. By the way, I love these breakdowns that people do. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't really follow these guys, but I know they're huge. Isn't this kind of how John Boy Media got started? Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
You don't? I mean, come on. You don't even know like kind of what they do?
I don't know a single thing unless you show me, and I'll probably recognize it, but I don't know that name.
It's a guy that kind of looks like me, has a beard, kind of a semi maybe overweight, chubby white guy, and he breaks down baseball like they're Yankees fans, and like things happen in baseball, and then he breaks it down and he reads the lips of what the pitcher's saying, the catcher, the batter. Does that kind of all make sense now? Yeah. Alan, I'm 3 for 3 on profit. Day
Never
1, day
lost.
2.
Never lost.
Never lost. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3, I was 3 for 3. I think I almost won a full unit, but the last 2 days I've taken off arbing. I'm going to get back to it today. But unfortunately, Steak, I think I saw your either your text or your tweet. There's only 2 NBA games today.
Yeah, 2 NBA Cup games. They're quarterfinals games, and then the winners go to the semifinals.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Kevin D got the hoodie yesterday. Hell yeah, appreciate you. Thanks again for the support, and thank you again to me for having you guys wait and getting a 30% off Cyber Monday sale. You're welcome. And then remember, don't forget, this is why we always now end the stream with thank you. Okay, just watch the voiceover.
I specifically remember this one. I didn't know that was the start of it, but I specifically remember that one.
Yep. Hold on. Let me see how hot my tea is. Hot. Okay. By the way, I just wanted to point out real quick. Picket. I haven't opened my Picket today, but I believe they have a new feature that rolled out.
Yeah, it's like Spotify Wrapped.
Yep. Hold on. Let me close this out.
They fried me, dude. They absolutely fried me.
I have to say, this shit is one of the funniest things I think I have ever seen. Are you guys actually fucking serious? That's enough for 2,758 JJ McCarthy jerseys. Missed profit from 161 parlays. Oh, first of all, ouch on missing out on parlays by one leg. But second of all, could you imagine what you could do with almost 3,000 JJ McCarthy jerseys?
I don't even know if
you could wipe your ass for a lifetime.
Yeah, that's hilarious. You're so funny. You're so funny. You had a pretty good game last Sunday.
Oh, I wonder who saw that coming.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know me.
It also reminded me that I missed a parlay on baseball, and obviously I'm not a good baseball bettor. So the fact that I even got this close by one leg, $17,000, all I needed was the Orioles to beat the Reds, and they lost.
Ugh. That'll do it. You picked a bad time to bet on the Orioles this year. They were not that fucking team.
I didn't bet on them much, to be completely honest. But
no, I know that's true. Yeah, that's true. All right, let's kind of mosey our way in here on a Wednesday. No, I'm sorry. What is it? Is it Tuesday? On a Tuesday board. So, Steak, you and I, we didn't really get to talk a lot about this. Yesterday when Drew was on, we obviously had to address the college football landscape and the drama and what was going on with the official playoff settings. They're the teams, who's in, who's out. I think we covered a decent amount for the most part. We didn't dive all the way in. I want to get your thoughts. Chat needs to hear your thoughts. What does that say? I'm going to go Amber Heard on Paul Feinbaum's desk. I don't know what that means. Recap it again, please.
Okay, hold on. Let's work through this. Amber Heard was Johnny Depp's ex, right? Did she shit on his desk or something? I think she might have taken a shit on his desk.
I think she took a shit on his bed. So yeah, what he's saying is he'll shit on his desk.
On Paul Feinbaum's desk. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, not really a big Paul Feinbaum guy. That guy sucks. The NDAD crime. That's a crazy take. I thought the NDAD did a great job. People just have premeditated notions on how they feel about teams and players. Did you see the interview? I watched the whole interview on Dan Patrick and with Dave Portnoy with the Notre Dame AD. I thought he did great. Did you see any of the clips?
That, but I saw every bit of content you've posted about this topic, and obviously I feel some things. But
all right,
for the most part, I think you've done a really good job.
Okay. But
you're waiting for the but? No, nothing. It's like there's still the part where it's a little bit loserish, and that's it. The rest of it is perfectly fine. Like when you unpack it all, I guess I support the decision. It definitely sucks. Like Jeremiah Love's not going to get his last game. There's things about it that feel loserish because I think Notre Dame probably would have belted BYU, and that would have been kind of fun to watch. And it could have been one more fuck you to everyone. Like, yeah, you fucking know we deserve to be in that Final 12. We just belted another team that was fighting to be in the playoff. And that's the only thing. But once you unpack it fully, I'm totally fine with what Notre Dame did. It doesn't upset me at all. And honestly, I'm not upset with the teams that got in. Like, I don't think you're that upset that they didn't get in either.
No.
I've given myself time to think about it and get past the fact that Alabama lost as badly as they did to Georgia. You can't have SEC championship games if they risk a team being punished for losing that game that they earned the right to play extra. And that's the problem I have. That's why Alabama's in. And honestly, I know I'm probably in the minority, but I fully support Alabama being in the playoff.
Wow. Sounds like you did you get paid off by an SEC booster?
Maybe.
You did ESPN knock on your door? Did you sign some sort of agreement or partnership? Yeah, no, it's funny. I love the argument that, oh, you can't punish Alabama for playing SEC championship team. Meanwhile, most teams that lose their conference games get punished. BYU got punished.
Yeah.
Ohio State got punished.
Why you in before is the question.
Well,
no, Ohio State didn't get punished, dude. They actually didn't. They didn't.
Well, if by the letter of the law, they did. They were the number 1 overall team, number 1 overall seed. They're the number 2 seed now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, and they get to play the winner of who?
Oh, I understand that. I understand that. It
might be an easier game,
but that's subjective. Yeah. So all I'm saying is, I thought the Notre Dame did not get punished. BYU did not get punished. They were never in.
Correct.
Okay, but
BYU
hold on. I have
to win to be in. Alabama earned the number 1 seed in the Southeastern Conference.
Okay, earned it, right? Because they barely beat Auburn. So wait a minute, but why are we saying that
teams doesn't matter?
Why are we saying that BYU was never in like that matters? Because Notre Dame was always in. So if you are someone like Risings, for example, or Knicks fan, if you're going to factor in BYU never being in, then you have to factor in that Notre Dame always being in for 5 weeks essentially since these rankings came out, and then you should have no problem understanding why Notre Dame doesn't give a flying fuck about the Pop-Tart poll. Because they are in. And the Notre Dame athletic director said that. He said that. He said, listen, if we didn't think that we were going to be in the playoff with the expectation of being in the playoff, this reaction wouldn't happen. They got fucked. They got misled.
Now there's where I completely agree with you. Where I completely agree with you is that why was Notre Dame ranked ahead of Miami every time a college football playoff ranking came out? That makes no sense. They shouldn't have been. They played on the field. They lost. Miami, with the same exact record, with a head-to-head win and exactly almost similar results against common opponents, always should have been ranked ahead of Notre Dame, and that is the problem. They did get misled, and it's stupid. College football playoff rankings are stupid until it's all over. Like, I don't give a fuck. They just proved again that they were stupid. If Alabama wasn't going to drop for losing, and if Ohio State and Indiana are just going to swap 1 and 2 and maybe give Ohio State the easier path, I don't care. Like, I don't care if Notre Dame's going to be ranked ahead of Miami every week until the last week. Why are you doing this? Nothing changed. But I think Miami should have been ranked against Notre Dame because I put serious value on the head-to-head win.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And the Notre Dame athletic director said that. I think if you watch the Notre Dame athletic director's press conference and you came away not impressed, you just are a hater. And I can say this because I can tell you when I do or don't like somebody that's on my favorite teams. I'm not even being biased. I thought he was very well spoken, and he made it clear. He said there's a lot of great teams that have arguments to be in, even Alabama, Vanderbilt, BYU. He said Miami beat us. They beat us. They had no issue with that. He has an issue with the rankings and the process. What's the beef? What's the issue? There should be no issue. And Alan Dim said, DJen made some really good points, but he would have never done that if it wasn't for his favorite team, obviously. But in that video, I made it clear, my opinion doesn't change. If Miami if Miami is out and Notre Dame's in, cause chaos. Fuck
but they wouldn't have. And the reason is exactly what you just said. It's because if they left Miami out, it's because everyone was expecting it because of what the rankings were, and there wouldn't have been chaos. I'm sure Miami doesn't even have like a very passionate fan base, man. They really don't.
No. They do when they're relevant.
They would have went away quietly, dude, and then they would have played in their bowl game. I guarantee you that much.
Yeah. JJ Miles says you can't punish a team for making their conference championship game. You should only have something to gain.
I would agree with that statement.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Virginia got punished.
Virginia what? Virginia wasn't in, bro. Virginia wasn't in.
They weren't potentially in?
No, they were in with the win. And same with BYU, in with the win. Alabama wasn't in with the win. Nobody said Alabama needs to beat Georgia to get in.
Okay, fine. Fair take. Fair take. Yeah, Crutch, you and I agree. I think if you play the conference championship game with only something to gain, now that we have a playoff, the game means absolutely nothing.
That's narrow-sighted because the conference championship game isn't an extra game on your schedule. It's a game you earned to play by winning games. And if you have something to lose by playing that game, then you should not play the game. You should not play the game. So
Duke earned it winning 7 games.
Duke earned what? You're bitching now about
a conference championship game.
They didn't get to the playoff. Who cares? Duke is going to go play in the
fucking. But we're not talking about the play. We're talking about the conference championship game.
I'm talking about the conference championship game. Yes, you cannot lose anything.
Got it.
You cannot lose anything. If you were in the playoff before the conference championship game, you should be regardless of the result.
Interesting. Okay. Degen, what's your take on the new ND handout rule starting next year? I think it's kind of silly. I'm not really into it. And like I have always said for years, I do wish Notre Dame would just join a conference, because for nothing else, like people could just shut the fuck up about it. But the argument of join a conference and this doesn't matter, I think is crazy, because Miami is in the ACC. Miami was the best team in the ACC. They didn't even go to their conference championship game, and they almost missed it. So that argument does not apply. Being in a conference clearly does not solve all your problems.
It's a pretty good take when you consider the fact that the team they got left out for is Miami, but also the team they got left out for is Miami,
Right. Fix the system and get the 12 best teams in. Simple. Yep. The argument.
Yeah, and I like what Drew said, dude. Like, I'm sorry. James Madison fucking stinks. Like, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm all for a cool underdog story. I'm about it. But fucking James Madison, when their coach already took a job at UCLA, when their best win is Washington State, and they're just not fucking good. Now we got to go watch them get walloped by Oregon. Like, yeah, I'm good. I don't think that's cool to have them in.
Well, no, this isn't really relevant. Why would Miami want to play in the ACC champ if it would hurt them? My point is that's only applying towards the people that are saying if you were in a conference, none of this would matter. Notre Dame has the same record as Miami, and Miami didn't even get in the fucking ACC championship game. It definitely helps, though. I mean, I guess. Why do committees still exist? I have no idea. If they join the ACC, the next argument is how weak is the ACC? Right. This is also the problem. Notre Dame already plays 5 ACC teams a year, and all they do is get shit on for it. Oh, the NC State, Syracuse, Stanford's in the ACC now. Nobody cares about these wins. So I just don't really know that it helps. And then what do? You play in the Big Ten. But like, okay, then you're on one side. So you either play Ohio State or Indiana, right? Look at the rest of these team schedules. Look at Michigan's schedule. Look at Penn State's schedule next year. Like, does anybody care that you beat? Well, I guess Illinois has gotten better. Iowa's still kind of a problem.
Penn State's schedule next year is a joke and should never have been allowed to let happen.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I defended Notre Dame's schedule this year. Next year, it's almost impossible to do. I mean, next year's schedule is really, really not good. But what people are failing to realize, because everybody is so quick to be like, "Oh, you guys made this cupcake schedule." Look, I get it. I think this year's schedule, you can't say that. They played 2 SEC teams, one on the road in the first 4 weeks of the season as an independent. Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
Actually, I again agree with you about that. I agree with you. At the beginning of this year, if we looked at the schedule, saw they played at Miami, Texas A&M, Arkansas, who was expected to be a lot better, and
Boise State,
USC, NC State, who was expected to be a lot better. I think at the beginning of the year, I would not have looked at Notre Dame's schedule and called it soft. I would have liked them to get one of the wins against Miami or Texas.
The biggest problem is Notre Dame's rivals continuing to be on the schedule every year have completely fallen off a cliff, because 10 years ago, going into games against Purdue when they were coached by Jeff Brom, Stanford, when they had fucking legitimate quarterbacks.
Stanford has literally always been a good football.
Toby Gerhart, Christian McCaffrey, they were tough. Those two teams, beating those teams, actually it meant a little something. Michigan State, dude.
Why did you stop playing Michigan?
I don't have a good answer for that. I don't know.
Is there such a good resume booster? Because obviously I know we all agree, we have the same opinion on Michigan. I don't think they're very good, but beating them definitely would get the committee's attention for sure.
I wish Notre Dame would. I think what happened is basically they said, okay, they're going to start scheduling an opponent that's like a big name and a big brand outside of their typical rivals. So they played Georgia home and home. They played Ohio State home and home. They played Texas home and home. They played Oklahoma home and home in years past. I don't think anybody has a problem with them doing that. Like, I think that's what you should do.
Yeah.
In turn, I think what they decided is we can't also play Michigan and USC every year.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
The thought process was Michigan's going to be really good. USC is going to be really good. Now we're going to put Ohio State and Georgia on the schedule. What if those are essentially 3 top 10 teams? Like, not a lot of people do that. But I understand some now in the Big Ten because Indiana got good. You have Penn State played Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon. Those are 3 top 10 teams, Yeah. So, anyways, I'm at peace with it. I don't think Alabama deserved to get in. That's a topic we can just agree to disagree on.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I think that's a good segue on. We got to talk about how we feel about these first round games.
Sure. So we'll do that. And then recap yesterday's NFL game?
Oh, you know what? Should we recap that game now? No, I think Chad, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to talk college football playoff or should we recap Eagles Chargers? Because we'll do both regardless. But Kiffin offensive stats, letting them coach, recap IU, OSU. Yeah, we will. Recap. No need to recap that shit game. Yeah, we do have to recap it a little bit. Recap. Herbert is a transformer. All right, let's talk Eagles. Let's talk Eagles and the Chargers stake. It was a really, really gross game. I went 0 on my bets. I went on a walk. I thought it was going to be Devontae Smith night, I should say. I think he had 7 targets. No, he had 5 targets for 7 yards. I don't even know how that's possible. But it's a combination of Jalen Hurts being really bad, the play calling being really bad. And I just don't think, I mean, it's stupid to try to play a player prop on the Eagles unless you're probably just going to play Saquon Barkley, who hasn't really been that great for a couple of weeks. Lane Johnson's out. I think Dickerson got hurt yesterday, but it was Barkley night. He scored. The one thing I will give the Eagles is that play call and that fake tush push. No, yeah, I guess it was a fake tush push to open the quarter was brilliant. But here are the final numbers, and then I want to hear what you have to say, and then let's talk a little bit more about these teams. Eagles fall to 8-5. Chargers are now 6-2 at home. They're 9-4 in the season. Herbert was 12 for 26, 139 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He had 66 rushing yards. He led the team in rushing with a broken hand, and he had surgery a week ago. Unbelievable. My respect for Justin Herbert is through the roof on a toughness level. Jalen Hurts, 21 of 40, 240 yards, no touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Absolutely absurd stat line. And he had a fumble. Saquon, 20 rushes, 122 yards, 1 touchdown. He had a 52-yard rush. Brown got 100 yards. Again, that's the 3rd week in a row. I believe he's got 100 receiving yards and a loss. Kind of funny. Should be parlaying that.
Fucked up.
Devontae ended with 4 catches, 37 yards. He had a 28-yard completion. I know you didn't watch the whole game, which good for you. I stayed up like a fucking loser. 22-19, game stays under. Chargers cover and win as a 1.5, 2-point dog. What's your take?
So I'm getting to the point where I'm watching NFL games and it's week 14 and I'm just fucking exhausted I mean, I can't figure out if there's any good teams in the NFL. And there's like 5 good quarterbacks. I feel like you can count the good quarterbacks on your hand. And yes, Justin Herbert's performance yesterday was gritty and tough, but he looked like shit, everything I saw. The offensive line not doing him any favors. I think he was sacked 7 times, but an under 50% completion percentage for Justin Herbert is crazy. This game was a miserable watch. Like I said, respect to Justin Herbert because gritty wins are kind of what he needs because he's always been the guy who makes it look pretty, but then he goes to play Houston Texans in the playoffs and gets absolutely walloped, or he blows a 30-point lead to the Jags in Jacksonville at a playoff game. So
yeah,
being pretty isn't really what we need from Justin Herbert. He's had 5,000-yard seasons. People are convinced he's the most talented fucking quarterback in the league. He needs the gritty win. So I'm impressed by the gritty win. I'm not impressed by what I actually saw from Justin Herbert yesterday, except the scrambling. Jalen Hurts, bro. Holy fucking shit. I'm a Jalen Hurts defender just because, I like defending the guys that get hated on. I've always been a Lamar. It's been a rough year for me, by the way, because I've always been a Lamar Jackson defender. I like defending Baker Mayfield. Not saying he should be getting hate on by any means, but he's just not as good as he was at the beginning of the year. He looks so bad. He looks like Justin Fields. He looks so bad. And here's what's so crazy. Jalen Hurts can't scramble. That's what's crazy is I remember people saying he can't pass and he has no arm, but he's mobile. Is Jalen Hurts mobile anymore? Is he a good scrambler? I watched Pat Mahomes 2 nights ago and Justin Herbert last night, and you could almost convince me both those guys are significantly better scramblers at this point than Jalen Hurts is. Every time I feel like Jalen Hurts scrambles, he's trying to get a couple yards and then get down. At least 90% of his scrambles are like, let me pick up a couple yards, this play is dead, move on to the next play. Justin Herbert's like, let me get this first down. Even Pat Mahomes, who, by the way, looked completely dog shit. I didn't get to talk about it with you. One of his worst games of his career. But even the scrambling, it's just, I don't know, man. Jalen Hurts looks awful. And also, Saquon Barkley doesn't look good either. You take away that 52-yard rush, and it was another game of Saquon Barkley having 20 carries for under 60 yards. It wasn't good with the exception of that really great play call. And just, I don't want to overreact, but like, what NFL teams are good?
I thought Saquon looked okay. He had like a 10, a 19, a 16-yard rush. I'll push back on that a little bit. The offensive line doesn't look great.
Dude.
He has a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably 10 or 11 2-yard rushes where it's like for Saquon, you feel like those should be 4 or 5 yards.
Yes.
The offensive line's clearly not the same, but what you just brought up is something that I can't quite figure out with Jalen Hurts either. It's almost like he forgets that he has the ability to run. And it's like, why do you not use this to your advantage? And because at the same time, he doesn't really look comfortable in the pocket. And it's like that Caleb Williams thing. It's like, is the pocket collapsing? Is nobody open? Is Jalen Hurts making this look more difficult than it really is? But at least Caleb Williams will just fucking get out and go. Jalen Hurts is like waltzing, like deciding what he's going to do. And it's so lethargic. And I don't know what it is. How could it be a lack of confidence? He just won the Super Bowl. He's been a guy who people like because he's kind of been doubted on, and he's, it was I think it was a 3rd round draft pick, right? He had to transfer. He's like a dude you want to root for. And the Eagles have found success with this guy. But then you watch him play football sometimes and you're like, is he even a top 20 quarterback?
It's tough. It's tough. And
is he a top 20 quarterback?
Yes.
We should go through. We should go through it. The other thing to think about with Jalen Hurts is, how do you make AJ Brown and Devontae Smith look so like non-existent at times? That's acceptable for a rookie quarterback like JJ McCarthy with Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson. You can't do that if you're Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, it's barely acceptable. I mean, he gets shit on for it. It's barely acceptable. JJ McCarthy is the only quarterback in Vikings history to make Justin Jefferson look like a normal human being. No one else
right.
does.
I guess I don't even mean just JJ McCarthy as a person. I mean, it's because he's a rookie, just kind of having his first couple of games. Trevor Lawrence or Jalen Hurts, honestly, man, let's try to not be prisoner of the moments, because we have defended Jalen Hurts in the past.
Yeah, I gotta say, bro.
You done?
Trevor Lawrence on the fucking Eagles,
bro,
and Jalen Hurts on the Jags, and you try to tell me that the results would be the same. My eyeballs have a really fucking hard time believing it.
I got another one for you. And imagine you're the first time tuning into our show and you hear us talking. You're probably gonna think we're the dumbest motherfuckers alive, and that's okay. But
we are.
Jacoby Brissett or Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, that's silly. That is where it gets too silly. I'm not doing that. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett has just been a complete garbage time merchant. They're getting their ass kicked.
Okay, but take the actual like question out of what I just said of, do you want Jalen Hurts or Jacoby Brissett? Who in the past few weeks that you've watched play football is easier on the eyes?
Jacoby Brissett, but keep in mind, a lot of those passes you're seeing Jacoby Brissett make, they're down 20.
They were down 20 against
the Bucs. To the Seahawks by 20, to the Niners by 20. No one's down 20 to the Bucs, dude.
I very funny. Did Bo Nix 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
That was disrespectful. I'm trying to be disrespectful, just so we're clear. I'm not trying to be fucking first take over here. But let's see where Cornfields gave out 5 subs. Let's go, Cornfields. Did Cornfields win a bet last night? I don't think so, because he told me not to bet the Eagles, and they lost anyway. Shout out. I did you a favor not jinxing it. So I guess you just made a shit wager on your own, but I appreciate the 5 subs. Let's do a poll real quick. I'd love to see what the chat says. Is Jalen Hurts a top 5 QB? Yes.
No. Top 5.
I'm sorry.
15.
Top 15 QB.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through these quarterbacks. We've never done rankings. It's a good day for rankings.
We're going to be laughable. We're jokes.
Somebody said we need Kellen Moore back. Yeah, I remember 2 years ago when they had Brian Johnson, the guy who replaced Sykin. He was awful, and Hurts looked awful. And you kind of gave the excuse to the coordinator. Kellen Moore comes in. Hurts looks better. He's running. He's physical. He's aggressive. He's making throws. This year has been atrocious. It's been atrocious. Maybe he's very dependent on who he has calling plays and who this system is. 14-6, yes. So it's going to be an unpopular opinion stake if we say no. Those are the early votes. All right, let's start. Okay. I'm going to go to the chart here with quarterback names. Need somebody to make a list. Can anybody make a list? Let's do our quarterback rankings and let's see if we think Jalen Hurts is a top 15 quarterback. Who do we put number one right now?
So let's get a couple ground rules before we go. DGen loves on it. Love that. Thank you. Is it this season or is it currently right now quarterback you want leading your team right now? Is age a factor?
No,
just right now the guy you want trying to win a Super Bowl for you this year.
Let's just do like this year.
This year.
Yeah, good question. Just find it funny how Eagles fans always just put up Hurts stats and how he doesn't turn the ball over. If it's this season, he's not even close to top 10. All right. Okay, how about this? How about
rules?
No, you're right. Not just this year. How about quarterbacks you want leading your team, like on your team?
Can we take age out though? It's not like for the next 5 years. You get what I'm saying? Because then it gets kind of complicated.
Who's that going to remove?
Matt Stafford. It is going to remove Matt Stafford.
You're going to not have Matt Stafford in the top 15 because of his age.
No, not at all. I'm going to have him really high up as long as you don't tell me that's for the next 5 to 10 years.
Campus Money says rank QBs you want to lead your team in a playoff run right now.
Okay, go ahead. You go first with your number one.
Number one would be, God, this is hard. I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. Not Jacoby Brissett. Let's do Jared Goff.
God, that's your number one pick. You just did the Max Kellerman. I want Iguodala. You just did the Max Kellerman on the fucking fate of the universe on the line. Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth. I want Jared Goff.
Who? You want Josh Allen? You want Josh Allen in the playoffs?
Matt Stafford, dude.
You just said he's not included.
Why would Matt Stafford not be included?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. You're right. He is included now that we're doing it this way. Hold on. Start over. Okay. I'm not going to be good at this.
Up by saying you want Tua or something. I'll leave.
No. You're right. Number one is Matt Stafford.
Okay. Number one is Matt Stafford. We agree.
Okay. DJ Law, are you making a list? Matt Stafford is the consensus degenerate number one quarterback right now leading the team in the playoff run. All right. Number two.
It's tough, dude. It's actually kind of hard.
I know it's hard. That's why I said Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
Number two.
Who do you want?
Right now to lead my team in the playoffs, really hard.
Joe Burrow.
I got it. No, I'm not picking Joe Burrow. I'll take Josh Allen.
You will take Josh Allen.
I will take Josh Allen. I'm not super confident about it. And if you guys have some problems with it in the chat, I understand. Not super confident about it, but my number two pick will be Josh Allen.
Okay. I'm gonna swap my pick.
Okay. I don't know if we can do that. Did you just swap out Jared Goff out of 1 and 2?
Yeah. But I only swapped out one because I thought I thought Matt Stafford wasn't eligible. Matt Stafford's number one. Number two is gonna be
this is your last swap. I'm serious.
All right.
And go ahead and do 2 and 3.
It's gonna be Joe Burrow.
Number 2, Joe Burrow. Cool. Number 3.
For 3, I'll take Josh Allen.
Okay. Number 3, don't have to like it. This one I don't give a fuck about. I'll take Drake May.
That's crazy. Over Josh Allen?
No, I took Josh Allen number 2.
Oh, so over Jared Goff?
Over Jared Goff, yep.
That's crazy.
Yep, that's what I'll take right now to lead my team in the playoffs this year. Give me Drake May.
Okay, so I got Stafford, Burrow, Josh Allen. It's a good list.
And I have Stafford, Allen, Drake May.
Okay. So I'm going to go. I mean, you have to go Mahomes. You have to go Mahomes. You have to go Mahomes. Mahomes is number 4.
Yeah, Mahomes is number 4, and that's simply like what do they call it? Legacy pay. It's just because of who he is. It was his worst game maybe of his career last week, and they don't look good at all. But Mahomes is number 4 right now. Still, I think that's the lowest. If you would have taken Mahomes higher, I would have been okay with it. But putting him any lower than this would be really disrespectful, I think.
All right, right now I have Stafford, Burrow, Allen, Mahomes.
And I have Stafford, Allen, May, Mahomes.
Okay. I think my list is better than your list.
We'll let the chat decide at the end. We'll just do top 10.
No, let's go to 15.
All right,
that's where it's going to get fun.
Hurry the fuck up.
Oh, am I taking a long time?
No. Maybe.
Okay, number 2. No, I'm sorry. Number 5. Jared Goff.
Number 5, Jared Goff. Number 5 for me will be Joe Burrow.
Okay. Number 6. All right. You may or may not like this one. I'll go. I'm trying to think if I really want to do this. Nah, you know what? I'll go Drake May. I'll go May.
Okay. Is that number 6 for you?
That's number 6 for me.
Number 6 for me will be very tough. I'll be honest. Number 6 will be. Chat's going to dislike it, man. Chat's going to dislike it. Might have to pick a guy. Not yet. Jared Goff. I'll take Jared Goff 6.
That's a good answer. Number 7. After Drake May, I'll take Jordan Love.
Okay. Number 7, I'll take Lamar Jackson.
Okay. So right now I'm at number 8 and I'm thinking, do I want to go Darnold, Jackson, or Dak? Like this is the 8, 9, 10.
Respectfully, I think you'd have to be certifiably. No, you know what? I don't get my opinion on your list, right?
No, it's my list. It's not your list.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
So Darnold, Jackson, or Dak? You know who we're not talking about either? What about Brock Purdy?
Yeah, Brock Purdy's going to be named soon.
Okay. Right now, I think this is the correct answer. You're taking Dak Prescott over Lamar Jackson.
Me?
That's what somebody should do. You're not doing that because you clearly don't watch ball.
I wouldn't take Dak Prescott for a playoff run for anything.
You're a fucking Dak hater.
Yeah, I'm a Dak hater when it comes to success.
You want Lamar Jackson because he's so good right now and he's so good in the playoffs.
No, he's not. He's not either of those things. You're 100% correct, and that is a very, very fair rebuttal. It is.
All right. Who is your number 8 pick?
Jordan Love.
Okay, that's fair. I will take Jackson over Darnold. I will do that. Okay, so I'll take LJ 9.
No brainer. I can't take Sam Darnold in the top 10 of a team I'm gearing up for a playoff.
You're right. You're right. I'll take Purdy 10. And I don't even think Purdy's that good.
Who am I missing? Oh, number 10. This is where it's time to take old Herbo. Justin Herbert, number 10.
Okay. I don't hate that. I'm going to go. So basically right now, I just did Love, Dak, Lamar Jackson, Purdy. Now at 11, this is the territory where you get to you go Darnold, you go Herbert, you go Lawrence, you go Jalen Hurts. What are you laughing about?
Just so funny. There's just some people you haven't named. I don't know. You don't think it's time to start talking about your boy Baker?
Dude, the way he's playing right now is not good.
It's not good.
DJ, and you have a fucking Tampa Bay hat on. No, I don't.
I respect that being a homer, but we're getting into the territory, you know?
Sure. But I'm sorry. What I've seen from Baker Mayfield the past few weeks is really bad. Granted, he's probably hurt, but he's always hurt. So basically you sign up for Baker in the playoffs, you're taking a hurt Baker.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. After Purdy, I'll take Herbert. I'll take Herbert after Purdy.
Okay, I'll take Dak Prescott, and I'll be a man also to admit this is far too low for Dak Prescott.
Yeah, you're an idiot. You're an idiot and you're a hater.
I have him in the wrong tier. I am a hater, but I've committed to it.
Y'all idiots. Love is top 7, brother. Fuckface BZ. I have him 7. All right. Why don't you pay attention?
We both already have Jordan Love drafted.
I actually can't believe this. I think my QB rankings are phenomenal right now. What time is it? It's 10:50. We'll get a move on, but we don't have much.
I'm ready. I got my last 3 already lined up, ready to go.
All right. Herbert at 11. 12 is okay. You know what? How about I do this? Because even though I think Darnold has been awesome, but because what we saw him do in big moments last year for the Vikings, I'd rather take a hurt Baker. Give me Baker 12. How about that?
Give me. Wait, are we at 12?
Yep.
Okay, give me Baker 12.
Give me Darnold 13.
Give me Brock Purdy 13.
Okay. Okay, so this is where it's got to be between. I'm on 14-15 right now. So it's got to be Lawrence, Bo Nix, CJ Stroud, or Jalen Hurts. You know, that's what this is the territory.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence, Bo Nix, CJ Stroud, or Jalen Hurts. I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, you want to punch me in the fucking face right now, right?
Well, I haven't picked Jalen Hurts either.
Well, you want to punch both of us in the face right now.
Yeah, that's more fair.
Yeah, you know what? No, I can't not do it. This is where Jalen Hurts is. He's 14.
Okay, I'll take Sam Darnold.
Okay. And then 15, I will take Bo Nix over Trevor Lawrence. That's where I'm at. You don't know your list because you didn't write it down, but I'll repeat mine. You probably don't even know who you have left, do you?
I know who I'm going to take 15.
Let me guess.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud? Yeah. That's fair. I think that's fair. And I think that's a really good list. Sam Darnold over Jalen Hurts, LOL. Casper says terrible. Okay, maybe it was not a good list. Here is my 1 through 15 quarterback rankings. Think if you remember who you took, you can say who it was.
Okay.
Number 1, Matt Stafford.
Number 1, Matt Stafford.
Number 2, Joe Burrow.
Number 2, Josh Allen.
Number 3, Josh Allen.
Number 3, Drake May.
Number 4, Patrick Mahomes.
Number 4, Patrick Mahomes.
Number 5, Jared Goff.
I forget who I took. 5.
That's okay. That's fine. I knew it was going to happen.
Joe Burrow.
That's all right. I'll just start reading mine off because you're not going to remember who you took. So after Goff, that's my top 5. Stafford, Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, Goff. I think that's a great top 5. 6 through 10. Drake May 6, Jordan Love 7. You could debate that. Dak 8, Lamar Jackson 9, Purdy 10. 11 through 15. Herbert 11, Hurt Baker 12, Sam Darnold 13, Jalen 14, Bo Nix 15. I think that's actually the perfect rating.
So Brock Purdy was on your list. Herbert was on your list, right?
Yep. Herbert's 11, Purdy's 10.
Lamar not on your list?
Mm-hmm.
Lamar's on there?
He's 9.
He's 9. Okay, I was trying to figure out who got left out, who got snubbed. Was it, I guess,
Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence got snubbed.
Yeah,
CJ Stroud got snubbed.
CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence. Did you say Bo Nix?
He's number 15, right after Jalen Hurts.
Okay, cool. You did fine.
Oh, we did not include Jaden Daniels.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank God, we're so stupid.
We are stupid. We are stupid.
He's in my top 15.
Oh, for sure.
We're stupid.
I probably put him right after Purdy, above Herbert. I'd probably put him 10. You think Jaden Daniels healthy could be a top 10 playoff quarterback?
Yes.
Hard to say no.
Hard to say no.
Yeah. Y'all said this year. That's true. Didn't think of the reason. Right. I saw Ramble. Is in here, by the way. Good morning, Ramble. Ramble is a backside top 10 winnable Daniels factor. Have to take the playoffs. Right. Caleb got snubbed. Caleb fucking sucks. Jalen 14 is terrible. I'm sorry. Where did you have Jalen Hurts stake?
At this point this year, not in my top 15.
Right. Yeah. So you have more of an issue with stake than me. I put him 14. Sorry, my QB doesn't talk like a fortune cookie, so he can't be top 5. Yeah. Yeah. Cam, what do you think of that, by the way? What do you think of that top 15? I feel like that's a respectable list. Someone give me a random ass emoji. Thank you very much. Like a Super Bowl doesn't mean you are the best QB. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Can't believe 9 didn't make it. Very funny. Yeah. Very funny. We're not making 9 jokes anymore. All right. I moved past that. I'm above that.
It's the honestly, for me, I think the Broncos and the Eagles are pretty much the same exact conversation. If you think the success of the Broncos and the Eagles is because of quarterback play, you're either a Broncos and an Eagles fan or you're not watching the games for the most part. Jalen Hurts was amazing in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, but even you could argue the defense very clearly won that game with how many times they were fucking in Mahomes shit all game. Even though he was amazing, some of it, like the fucking bomb to Devontae, they were up 20-something points already. Defense dominated the game. I think Cooper DeJean had a pick six. But if you are a Denver Broncos fan or a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I think deep down you know your success is not because of the quarterback position. And I'm done hating on the Broncos as a whole because I think it's the best defense in the league. So I'll stop hating on them as a whole. But you're going to try to sell me Bo Nix, superstar quarterback. Nah, I'm good on that.
Okay. Kim's Money said Goff won one game when his roster wasn't elite. Okay, so he has an issue. He has an issue with Goff at 5. Where did you put Goff?
Like 7 or something, but
7.
I felt pressured by you. I love Jared Goff. I'm rooting for the guy. I'm not impressed with him a lot that I've seen from him this year.
Okay, that's fair. Jackson Knox in YouTube. By the way, shout out YouTube. We almost set another record on views on YouTube for Prop Talk, over 400. We appreciate that. We're at 2,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. You're awesome. Like the stream. It helps the algorithm, helps us grow. Appreciate you watching on Twitch as well. All the subs. See, we got 120 in here on Twitch, 60 on YouTube. Hour in, we'll talk some college football round 1. And we'll talk today's betting board. 5 seconds on this. Who the Falcons have to trade to get JD? I mean, the rights to all of Ludacris and Jermaine Dupri's music to start.
They are absolutely not trading Jaden Daniels.
I wouldn't trade him. What if they said Drake London and Bijan Robinson?
They're not making that offer, and the Commanders still probably wouldn't take it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Because look, you have Bijan and Drake London. Well, Drake London's been hurt. I understand that. But what are they? 4-8?
Who?
No, they got to be. There's 13.
4-9, the Falcons, and I'm pretty sure the Commanders are like 3-10 or 2-11 or something.
Yeah, right. But at the same time, you're not going to be good with just Jane Daniels. That team clearly needed Scary Terry. Yeah. Dude thinks Hurts is on same planet as Mahomes. Fucking Philly fans. I don't know. The chat is buzzing today, by the way.
They are. But we have a lot of Philly fans here, and they do protect Jalen Hurts with their life.
Is DJ inside a ceramic house? No, I'm not. They didn't even have their pick. Yeah. Well, maybe we should do more rankings. This got the people fucking going. Love that. All right. That's like the first time we've ever done one of these first take style of topics, which was very fun. Yeah. You want to do 16 through 20?
Fuck no. That already almost fucking caused a whole lot of commotion in the chat. And yeah, I don't know.
I see people yelling at Corco. What did Corco say?
Corco is an Eagles fan. I'm sure he's very worked up by what we're saying. I honestly, you'd be proud of me. I didn't read any of the chat because I just couldn't. It was going way too fast, but we're good.
Horrendous decision. I mean, Steak said it as soon as we talked about the game. Horrendous. Can you rank the CFP QBs? Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Well, let's move to the college football playoff.
All right. All right. Let's fucking do it. Let's move, and let's groove to the beat. Stop crying about Notre Dame. Oh, good. This video's popping still. By the way, shout out Mike Golick's wife, Christine Golick. She retweeted my Notre Dame rant. Love that. We're still bumping over there. Big fan of yours is a bad take. Okay. Let's go to where am I going to go? Should I pull up the Pickett board? Do you think the odds are all set?
Yeah.
Are people taking wagers on these games? I mean, I know it's not for another 2 weeks, but are people placing bets? I don't mean like people in general. I mean like people in the chat. Like, are you guys actually pressing buttons yet or not yet?
I just saw T Colin Tony say he already took Ole Miss.
No shit. By the way, we do have Army Navy that we could talk about. Why does it say Boise State and Washington are playing? Is that real?
Yeah, that's a bowl game, Boise State, Washington.
Already?
It's like next week or something.
Oh, we have all the bowls. They're all set?
Yeah, what do you mean? How long do you think they fucking take to tell you the bowl game?
Thought they were going to take a couple days.
Oh, interesting.
Louisville and Toledo. Holy shit. USC, TCU, Iowa. Iowa's playing Vandy. That's going to be, I mean, how is that total 49.5? How is that total 49.5? Wow.
Diego Pavia is going to fucking, I don't know what he's going to do.
Steak, I want to smash Texas against Michigan. Smash.
So does everyone. Fuck Texas. Fuck
Come
Texas.
on.
Fuck Texas. Fuck Texas.
This guy comes in here fucking slurping the SEC, and now he's not going to talk about Texas.
I didn't slurp the SEC.
Yeah, you kind of did.
No, I didn't. I slurped the team that got the number 1 seed overall in the SEC.
Thought about it.
No, I didn't.
All right, here we go. I finally found it. Sorry. Okay. We're on Pickett Pro. Shout out Pickett, by the way. Big fan of Pickett. Download Pickett. Use our promo code DGen whenever you do. Sync your sports books and track your wagers. Here we go. December 19th, first game, Alabama. Your Alabama Crimson Tide. Rightful SEC representatives in here against the Oklahoma Sooners. A very tough, stout, lethal offense of Oklahoma. But they are getting a home game here. It should be really fun. This doesn't seem right. These odds right here. That doesn't seem right. So I'm going to have to go to another tab for a second, because what Pickett is doing is showing me the best line available under -120. And it looks like you can get Bama at +2.5. I'm pretty sure Bama was a short home favorite.
No, then flipped because OU is the favorite now.
Short road favorite. Sorry. Oh, really?
Yeah. So technically, I guess Oklahoma has went dog to fave.
Oklahoma's dog to fave. Here we go. Let's pull this up. Oklahoma -1, total 40.5. All right. I mean, I have some thoughts in this game, but I'm going to let you start.
Oh, you are.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I think. All right. I think that if you've watched Alabama play football for the past few weeks, you know that Alabama has not been playing very well, at least offensively. Okay. And what I think your takeaway is initially in this game is probably going to be that there's going to be a lack of offense. Oklahoma's got a good defense and the under. I'm fine with that. I really am. John Mateer, you nailed it. I like John Mateer when I watched him earlier this season. He got hurt. He came back, maybe a little Baker in him. Didn't really play that well, but it didn't matter. The team won games, and they beat Alabama already just 4 weeks ago, 23-21. If you remember correctly, because I believe we had Alabama in that game, I'm pretty sure Alabama was turning the ball over at will. So they really did themselves no favors. One could say they lost that game more than Oklahoma won that game. Alabama then after that played Eastern Illinois. They won 56-0. They played Auburn. They struggled. And then they lost to Georgia. I do wonder if Alabama, who's still a good, talented team, even though I'm bitching and moaning about them in the playoff, I'm not going to talk down their skill and their guys as a whole, because it's not necessarily a team that I think is going to not show up in the playoff. I think they're going to be pissed off, if anything, because now they just got their ass kicked. They're off a loss. And this is a chance to respond and basically get that bad taste out of everyone's mouth of what they saw you do against Georgia. So I'm a little scared to fade Alabama for that reason alone. I still like Ty Simpson. I still like this offense. I'm not a DeBoer hater, but it's hard to come away impressed with Alabama in the past 3 games they played with Oklahoma, Auburn, and Georgia. They did nothing against Georgia. They were lackluster against Auburn. They got out to an early lead, then they did nothing for almost 3 quarters. And I have a hard time thinking that a fucking Norman, Oklahoma, rowdy atmosphere, pissed off Brett Venables defense is going to be easy for Ty Simpson to all of a sudden figure it out. And this offense is just figure it out. And like a switch is going to be flipped. I have a hard time thinking that. So this could be a grudge. This could be a slugfest, a 17-14 game. I do like a square under, but if gun to my head in GTA on a side, I'm fucking hammering Alabama. Hammering. Give me Mateer, give me the Sooners, give me Venables, because I'm just going to lean into what I have seen, and that's Ty Simpson and his Alabama offense not being very good. That's my take.
Alabama is one of the most confusing teams in the country to me, if not the most confusing. The loss to Florida State was honestly unexplainable, and then they kind of came back for like 7 weeks and look like the best team in the country, where you were like, oh, I'll forget all about that fucking I'll forget all about that Florida State game. They beat Georgia. They dominate Vanderbilt. They dominate Tennessee. They beat at Missouri, who was ranked top 10 at the time. And you're like, yeah, this is a really good team. Then they have a pretty ugly performance against South Carolina, a hideous performance against LSU, which doesn't matter because LSU is so bad you could play terrible and still beat them. Mm-hmm. Bad performance against Oklahoma where they lose the game. Horrible performance against Auburn where they have to fucking convert on 4th down to win that game or they lose, and then get dog walked by Georgia. And I'm like trying to figure out why. Like, Ty Simpson is good. I am convinced that Ty Simpson is good. I know everybody likes Jam Miller. I know he's been hurt. Mm-hmm. The Crimson Tide have had a 100-yard rusher in one game this year. It was the Vanderbilt game, and they haven't had a 100-yard rusher since October 4th. They've had 100-yard receivers in 2 games this year. One, Florida State, beginning of the year, Jeremy Bernard, 146. They were trailing that whole game. He was slinging it. And Ryan Williams against Wisconsin, where he had 165 yards. They have not had a 100-yard receiver in any other game. He's the biggest disappointment of like maybe the entire college football season, Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams is supposed to be as good as Jeremiah Smith. I don't even understand how he's so bad. He just fucking stinks. He's been a huge disappointment. They don't have any home run guys. They don't have any of those things. And you say you like Alabama. I hate Oklahoma. I hate watching them. I don't like watching John Mateer. I don't like Brent Venables as a coach. I am an Oklahoma hater to my core, but I have watched a lot of football. Their defense is disgusting. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man. I don't know if Alabama's going to do what they need to do offensively to win this game at all.
Check out these picket splits. Only $45,000. Probably not even worth referencing, but early Bama love. Very early.
Yeah, early Bama love, but the lines went from +1.5 Oklahoma to -1.5.
Right. Good point. Very good point.
I think Oklahoma's winning this game.
I do too, but if I'm going to shit on Alabama, I do and go through what they've done the past few weeks. Steak, you said it. You're an Oklahoma hater. I kind of am too. I faded them on the season. We should talk about what they've done really throughout the entire season. Week 2 against Michigan, they win 24-13. Well, what do we know about Michigan? They're awful. Yeah. Michigan's awful. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. They're awful.
Yep.
You beat Auburn at home by the skin of your teeth. I remember that game. I had Auburn in that game, +7.5. I got very lucky. Auburn was winning the game with like 4 minutes left. Jackson Arnold went down the field, scored, and Jackson Arnold's not good. What do we know about Auburn? They're 5-7. Then you play Texas. You get your dick kicked in. You scored 6 points. Then you play South Carolina, 26-7. Whatever. South Carolina sucks. Ole Miss, you lose. And you lose convincingly. Ole Miss dominated that game. What do you mean?
Ole Miss definitely, sure.
They were in the lead the entire game.
Okay.
They scored 34 points.
That being true, but okay.
You don't recall that being true?
No, I kind of thought that Ole Miss came back, but I could be mistaken.
No, you're way wrong.
Okay.
This is what you need to.
Oh, you are right. Sorry. Yep, you are right.
That's okay. I was with Snowman during that game. Shout out Snowman. This is what you need to look at for Oklahoma these past few weeks, these past few games, because when you have an SEC biased brain, you look at Tennessee and Missouri and you think, wow, these are good teams. We talked about this. We saw a stat. Tennessee hasn't beaten a bowl eligible team. They don't beat anybody. They don't beat anybody worth a shit. They just don't.
They don't. But I'm okay with calling at Tennessee a decent win. I'm okay with
Fine.
that.
You win 33-27. You beat Alabama on the road. Their offense really didn't do much. But again, as we talked about, Alabama turned the ball over, I think, 4 times. And then these last 2 games, Missouri and LSU. LSU was dead. Fucking dead. Nobody cared about that.
LSU absolutely could have beat them.
Yep. And how about Missouri? How about Missouri? Even Missouri. They lose the game 17-6, but Missouri I think they were up in the game 6-0 or 6-3, driving, turned the ball over or didn't get it on downs, and then
correct. You're 100%.
Alabama had 80-yard or Oklahoma had an 80-yard touchdown. Oklahoma is not impressive, but they're winning games. I'm not taking anything away from them. They are winning games because this is what they do. But this is my one concern and why I will not hammer Oklahoma in this game, because Oklahoma, at the end of the day, I don't think is all that great. Their defense is phenomenal, but Alabama kind of has a chip on their shoulder. Doesn't that kind of concern people? You don't care about that?
What's the chip for?
What do you mean? What's the chip for?
What chip on their shoulder? The one where they got absolutely dog walked by the dogs, and a lot of people think they don't deserve to be here.
Yeah, and they already lost to Oklahoma. They're getting hated on.
I don't trust this Alabama team. It's not Nick Saban's Alabama.
You're right. You're right. You're
I don't
right.
trust them like that. I'll be honest. The Sooners are the Broncos to me. Sooners are the Broncos. The defense is just fucking nasty. I'll take them at home. I think it'll be tough to talk me off Oklahoma on this one.
You're right. Now that I think about that, if it was a different coach, even if it was like a Dan Lanning type coach, that situation for Bama would think I would actually lean them, if anything. And I don't even think they're the better team.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think these are very similar teams. I'd be hard pressed to call one of these teams way better.
No, Alabama's no, they're not similar. Alabama's got the offensive advantage. Oklahoma's got the defensive advantage.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I didn't say similar in styles, similar in level. Like, I don't think one's way better than the other team.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, that's fair. It's a coin flip game. Grab the last +1 on Rivers. No, time to recognize Bama as what they are. Times with Saban are long gone now. Yeah, I like that. Let
me ask you this question. And I don't know if Snowman's still here. If you're Indiana, deep down, who would you rather play?
That's a really good question. Snowman, you in here? That is a really good question.
Yeah.
Wants Bama. So you want Bama, meaning you want to avoid Oklahoma. So then you should be betting Oklahoma. Oh, no. He says, give me the harder opponent. He wants that Bama smoke. Okay. Should be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to watching it. Let's go to the next game here. What the fuck is it? Oh, here we go. So that is the 19th. That's the first game at 8:00 at night. That place is going to be rocking.
I want to go so bad.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Here we have. God damn it! Why did I do that? Sorry. Next game up.
Miami, Texas A&M.
Sorry, it's hard to find these fucking games because you got to go through different weeks. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we should live stream for that game at minimum. The Miami, Texas A&M game.
Oh, wait a minute, dude. Is Bama Bama's Friday night.
Bama's Friday night.
Oh, I might be on a fucking plane too. That would rock. I don't think I can live stream because I'll be working.
No, that's fine.
But goddamn, that would be awesome. Okay, let's talk about this game. Set the stage real quick. Miami's in, maybe a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, but nowhere near the same as obviously, someone that got snubbed. But it's one of those teams where I don't know Miami is thought of as being like a real contender that can win it all. Whereas I think people think that about Texas A&M. People, myself included, did not respect this Texas A&M team nowhere near enough coming into the season. Steak, if you had to look back, what do you think the win total was for A&M? 8.5?
Sounds right.
Yeah, sounds right.
Does sound right.
11-1, and their only loss was last game of the season against Texas?
At Texas.
Yeah. At the end of the day, do they really need to win that game?
I mean, how do you feel about the SEC championship game, man?
Because they would have been in it, right?
Yeah. They won. They would have been undefeated.
What do you need that game for?
Don't know.
Know.
Oh, well, yeah, but then you're playing Alabama.
Then you have a bye.
To get a bye.
Yeah. I personally think both teams aren't great. A&M to make the playoff +280 was one of my favorite futures all season. Nice. Yeah,
Crutch and Royal were definitely had the right read on Texas A&M.
A&M feeding off bottom of the ACC. Well, let's go walk through it. This is this segment is called Get Familiar with These Teams with D-Gen and Steak. All right. What's Texas A&M done? Wow, I'll tell you what. They're holy shit. This is the first time I'm really looking zoom out at Texas A&M schedule. This is not impressive at all. UTSA, Utah State, 2 cupcakes to start the year, just like most teams do, except Notre Dame, no big deal. Then they play the Irish on the road, and they win the game 41-40. I remember that game like it was yesterday.
So do I.
They won on the last play of the game. Egregious holding not called. That's okay. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not even going to say that Notre Dame should have won the game. I'm just going to say they could have won the game. I thought Notre Dame played really well, but they didn't play well enough. And the defense had some really bad mishaps. I don't even have to look at the stats. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, see if how much ball I know, chat. I think Marcel Reed was 19 of 39. Can somebody check that for me?
In the Notre Dame game?
Yeah.
I can check it for you.
Was he 19 of 39?
Marcel Reed was 17 of 37. Very close.
Damn it. 17 of 37. That's even worse than like Caleb Williams.
Mario Craver had 7 catches for 207 yards. One of them was an 86-yard touchdown.
Yep. And the 86-yard touchdown was a screen. And then there was another really big play. There was KJ Concepcion, this receiver for Texas A&M, is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. He was wide open for another touchdown. Marcel Reed overthrew him. This Craver guy, Craver, whatever, was everywhere. And this was also, though, a Notre Dame defense that was still figuring it out with Chris Ash. This was Texas A&M third game of the season. This was Notre Dame's second game of the season. Freshman quarterback, first year DC. You really didn't get the best version of Notre Dame. What do they do after that? You beat Auburn 16-10. You beat Mississippi State 31-9, which they were kind of struggling with them. You beat Florida 34-17. You barely beat Arkansas on the road 45-42, which shout out Bud Elliott on cover 3, who I'm a big Bud Elliott guy, but he is shitting all over Notre Dame well, you knew you were signing up for a cupcake schedule when you scheduled Arkansas. Oh, okay.
It's
barely
pretty
fucking
bad
beat
take.
them.
It's a pretty bad take.
It's a horrible take. LSU, you beat the absolute piss out of, but you were trailing at halftime, 49-25. You beat Missouri on the road. Good win, 38-17. Then, this is the most egregious one of them all. You beat South Carolina 31-30, but you're getting your nuts kicked in at home. Kicked in, embarrassed. South Carolina sucks. Sorry, MJ. Earmuffs. South Carolina sucks. Then you beat Samford, and then you lose to Texas. Not all that impressive.
Sure. I don't disagree with anything you just said.
Okay, should we talk about Miami?
Sure.
Open up the year 27-24. Miami really dominated most of that game. I'm man enough to admit it. Notre Dame woke up late. Started making
Carr's first ever start, but huge win for Miami.
Huge win. Their offensive line looked amazing. Their defense looked amazing. Notre Dame got no push defensively. Carson Beck, he made a couple poor throws, but for the most part, I thought he looked really good. You know, his odds for the Heisman shot up after that game, rightfully so. Then they got a cupcake in Bethune-Cookman, as most teams do, except Notre Dame. No big deal. Then they play USF, who at the time USF was riding high, right? Wins against Boise, wins against Florida, beat the fuck out of them, 49-12. Then they play the Gators, 26-7. Then they go on the road to FSU. They dominated. It was 28-22 final score. They kind of fell asleep late in that game.
They dominated that game. Just in case anyone's confused looking at the score, they absolutely dominated that game, and they were never at risk of losing it.
Here's where things get weird for Miami. They kind of fall asleep this stretch of the season. Louisville comes into town. I think that was like a Thursday or Friday night game.
It was a Friday night game. Double-digit
favorites. Carson Beck has a horrible performance. He throws 4 interceptions. He partied way too hard after that Florida State and Florida victory. And they lose 24-21. Louisville didn't even play all that well. They did okay.
Yeah.
But no. Then you play Stanford, and I remember this vividly because I had Miami minus 32.5 in that game. It was a dogfight in the first half.
Yeah, but they won 42-7.
I know, but they were lethargic. They fell asleep. Yeah. This is the inexcusable one for me. And this is where I almost would have been like content with Miami missing the playoffs. You go on the road against SMU. SMU is not that good. Or do they end up being 7-5? You go on the road, you're 12.5, 13-point favorites, and you lose the game outright 26-20. You went to overtime. Beck throws another interception. But I watched that game. I bet on Miami. Shit wager. They were not good. They were not good.
They weren't good.
They were asleep. They looked like they didn't care. It was a Cristobal masterclass. That's what he does. Doesn't get his guys up.
Yep.
They lose the game.
Yep.
Then Miami comes back home against Syracuse, and I don't know if you guys remember this, a little bit of a sluggish start, but they beat up Syracuse 38-10, not quite like Notre Dame did, no big deal. 38-10. This is where Miami turns it on. The last 3 games of the year. NC State. We had Miami that week, stake, minus 14.5. Easiest bet I hit all season. dominated 41-7, could have been 1,000,000,007. Then they go on the road to Virginia Tech 34-17. Then they go on the road to Pitt. Now, granted, the score looks a little bit, more impressive than it really should have been. They were throwing deep balls to the end zone with 30 seconds left, but good for them. 38-7. Good final 3 games for Miami.
What happens when you tell a team they need style points to get into the college football playoff? It's going to happen.
Sure. The spread on this game, 3.5, 4. I like Miami.
So do I.
I love Miami.
I see chat saying, like, I don't want to have to trust Carson Beck on the road. Don't. I still wasn't pretty, wasn't perfect, 10-2. I've already obviously got my money for Miami over 9.5 wins and to make the playoff. I'm going to go down with my guys. You don't want Carson Beck. I don't want Marcel Reed in a playoff game. How about that? I don't want Marcel Reed in a playoff game. They have 2 fucking incredible receivers. They have incredible fucking defense and offensive line, and then I'm sure College Station will be absolutely rocking, but I will take Carson Beck in a playoff game, a guy with lots of big game experience. I'll take him. I'll take Carson Beck +4 and money line happily. By the Phillies or by somebody else, KP?
What happened?
I don't want to fade both offenses really, though, Crutch. I don't think I like that.
No, I don't know that I want to fade both offenses either. I don't know how they're going to win this game. I think if it's a shootout, Miami can keep up. I love Malachi Toney. Love him.
Would I be crazy to say that I think it is a shootout?
I don't think you're crazy. I do respect Miami's defense, but at the same time, like they can be vulnerable to the big play. And that's what Texas A&M has. Concepcion is one of the best wide receivers in college football. And Reed, he's not overly efficient. He's better at home than he is on the road. But I don't trust him. The 3-headed running back room Miami is going to dominate. Yeah. I just like Miami with the points, man.
So do I. I kind of like the over too, if we're being completely honest.
Okay. We are being completely honest. We're always completely honest, except if we lose bets. Total is 51.5. I guess you could say that's kind of high.
No, I don't think you could say it's high or low. It's tough because these teams can put up points, but they're also known for having good defenses. And I think it's a tough one to try to like pinpoint whether that total's higher. I think it's perfect.
Okay. All right. Quick comment that I saw, and I don't really understand it. DGen doesn't want to join a conference and brag he's not playing Charlotte Old Dominions.
I don't know who that was exactly referring to.
Oh, I don't get it. A&M had the best O-line in the country, possibly, and that means something in the playoffs. I think Miami's O-line's really good too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And also, I've seen I forget his name, Texas A&M's best offensive lineman kind of chirping Ruben Bain. Should be a good time. That's going to be the best playoff game, I think. That's going to be a lot of fun.
What's the weather going to be in College Station?
Not 100% sure, but I'd assume a lot like it is here in Florida.
Fucking cold today.
Probably beautiful. Yeah, it is cold. I got a hoodie on.
Do you have your
Magic play at 6 p.m., dude.
Magic play at 6?
Yeah, it's the cup. It's the NBA Cup game.
I'm so bummed I can't go. For what it's worth, chat, Steak did invite me to the Magic game tonight. Do you have courtside seats?
Mm-hmm.
Heartbreaking.
Joey Dumps caught the W.
Good for him. He deserves it. Not really, but I'm happy for him.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he kind of deserves it. Yeah, Dumps is the man. I hope he's watching though. Go fuck yourself, Dumps, for not posting any of your parlays before they hit.
Dumps got so drunk on Sunday that Drew couldn't believe how quickly Dumps went from normal person to drunk.
Dumps was on his phone. First of all, Dumps is great.
Well, you remember our parlay we had, right?
Yeah, you were gonna win $13,000 if Scarrett had another
that much, but I want to
say 1,300.
It was I know it's more than that. It was like for me and him, it would have been like $3,000 each, and then our buddy, it was like $1,000.
You needed 2.5 Garrett sacks.
1.5 Garrett sacks, a Lamar Jackson touchdown, and the Josh Allen touchdown. So Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson got the touchdown, and then Myles Garrett got the 1 sack in like the beginning of the third quarter. So we just needed 1 more sack for Myles Garrett for their whole game.
The funniest memory I have of Dumps is when he's like on the phone. He has a Dolphins athletic shirt on. He's walking around. He looks like he's like a linebackers or like tight end coach, which is hilarious. And he's just on the phone like nonstop, like he's recruiting or something. And then he gets a FaceTime call from his girlfriend or fiance, whoever. Yeah. And he's like, "Oh hey," he's like, "Oh, you're making salmon bites." while we're ripping down chips and queso, fucking wings, shoving fucking forks and blue cheese, drinking beers.
I love that. I look over and I just see Joey Dumps talking to like an 80-year-old lady, and she's got her hand on his back.
Since you got the BYU coach on stream, can he tell us how he feels about missing the playoffs?
Crazy, dude. Crazy. That's who I'm getting called now. Crazy.
No, I have a
response. I liked it way more when it was Cam's guy. You don't have to do that for me. It's okay.
It's like a sitcom. That's what State gets for calling me the Detroit Tigers player.
Oh, God, I wish I could find that right now to show everyone. It was so funny. It was like a random Tigers reliever dude. That motherfucker looked just like DC. And it felt like it was right after we met him in person. So it was just fresh in my brain.
Diaper Boy 759 with a new follow. What's up, Diaper Boy? If you're watching the stream and Twitch right now, hit the follow button. Don't fucking come in here and not be following. All right. You'd say, what kind of benefits do you get if you follow the page? You get like notifications and shit. You know, when we go live, I don't know. You might get a coupon to like fucking Bed Bath and Beyond. Get yourself a candle.
Yeah. I like candles.
I love candles. You know what I got into for like 8 months? Like really good candles.
Oh, like too expensive candles?
I wouldn't say like too expensive, but I mean like a $60 candle. Can you hit me with a reaction? What do you feel? You just said you were a candle guy, and now you're nowhere to be found on this candle.
Pricey. It's pricey. You probably outpriced me just by a little bit. $60, you said?
Yeah, but I'm not buying them like every.
Are they like really big? They last forever?
Big. They're big. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm okay with it.
I have one more confession. One more confession. You ready for this?
Scared.
All right? Can you lock in and hear me? I see your eye fucking the chat right now. I see you like laser eye. So after COVID, I don't know if you were trading options or in the stock market or in crypto, but like everything was up. We're making money. You know, I couldn't even work, but we're making money. And I'm like, I'm ready to just buy some shit. and like places were selling stuff because you couldn't go there. So you could buy like gift cards to restaurants and airlines. Whenever they open, you got discounts. I ordered Greg from this website called Goldbelly, Permanti Bros, like stuff you can make sandwiches with. I was like fucking Santa Claus. So anyways, one of my favorite hotels is the One Hotel in Miami. Not the one in Brooklyn, but if you ever go to that one sucks.
I've been to that one.
Okay, well, they have their own candles. The One Hotel candle, $200.
Oh my fucking God, you're crazy.
Bought it.
I
bought it.
You're crazy.
Is that bad?
That's crazy, but I get why you're feeling that way. We all felt a little crazy after COVID. You know what was hilarious to me about COVID? You remember when they were like, you'd get like an email from Cracker Barrel and they'd be like, times are tough for us right now. Mm-hmm. Buy a gift card. And now I'm looking back and I think of how crazy that is that Cracker Barrel was sending us emails about times were tough for them because they couldn't open and to buy fucking Cracker Barrel gift cards that you couldn't even use right now. Like at that point, we never knew if the world would ever be the same. Maybe Cracker Barrel would never come back. And then what would you do with your gift card?
That's a really good point. I thought the funniest thing or the craziest thing was when you would get emails from places that were like 2-unit candle is wild. It's hilarious. It was one fucking time. Don't even get me started, Coinfields. This guy puts $500 on a fucking third string running back to score a touchdown, but you only know about it after it hits. But how about the emails from it was like, we're sanitized. Like we're clean. Like, I don't know if you ever remember that. I always got it from like Delta and all these flights. It's like, what the fuck? Were you like not clean before? Yeah. Now all of a sudden you're sanitized. All right. Anyways, those are the first two games of the playoff. Let's review a couple more. What time is it? 11:30?
Yeah, let's talk about the two stinkers.
I gotta pee though. So can we take a quick piss break?
Me too.
We'll take a quick piss break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We'll talk more college football playoff first round, and then we'll talk about the NBA games, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. All right. Boom. And
play the music.
I'm going to. Hold on. Time that shit up perfectly. What's up, everybody? All right, let's get to these other two games, and then we'll move on. Not the most exciting ones, so these won't take very long. But nevertheless, Tulane is playing in Ole Miss. This is one of the things I'm definitely most disappointed in with the college football playoff. I didn't talk about it with Miami or Alabama, Oklahoma, but 12-team playoff, 100 fucking college football teams, first round, like mix and match. Show me some teams that have never played each other before. Like, it's all about the unknown. Like, what's going to happen when these two teams play? And we get a fucking rematch, like same setting and everything. At least this time, Bama has to go to Oklahoma. It's a little bit different, I guess. But we got to see Tulane play Ole Miss again.
Yeah.
Steak, I'll say this. I like Tulane. I like Retzlaff. I remember when people were talking about, I think it was Tulane and was it Northwestern or something? There were people that were fading him.
Beginning of the year, it was me.
Yep. And against Duke, I love that game. Tulane in that one, but I think Retzlaff's a good quarterback. I liked him at BYU, but I don't know. I mean, they already went to Ole Miss. They got their nuts kicked in. Summerall coach is going to Florida. I think he's going to stay. Is that right? Is he going to
coach this game?
He's coaching this game. The one thing is, I think Ole Miss is going to be fired up with Lane leaving. Fired up. You'd think, though, from like a X and O standpoint, they're certainly going to be probably a little bit of a detriment because they're losing a lot of their coaching staff. There's no Charlie Weiss Jr. calling plays. There's no Lane coaching, obviously. I don't know who the interim is. I think he was their defensive coordinator, Goldberg or something like that. Golding. I don't know. I think you're going to get a good response from this team, but I also don't think you're going to get a limp dick effort from Tulane either. But Tulane's strength, I think, is their defense, and they showed that against the North Texas game. Shout out you having Tulane. I went with the over, and it was Tulane's defense that showed up and held them to 21 points. So I don't know, man. I told myself when Lane left Ole Miss, I was like, I'm going to fucking hammer Ole Miss in round one, but I kind of like Tulane with the points.
I don't.
Okay.
But I'm glad you brought up Tulane's defense because before that game against North Texas, I mean, it was like the most high-flying off. North Texas was like the most high-flying offense in the fucking country. Everybody was hyped about North Texas being in this playoff with Mestamaker. They scored, after scoring 59 against Washington State, they scored 45, 38, 36, 50, 55, 54, 31, 53, 56, 59, and then 21 against Tulane. So if that defense can show up against Ole Miss, maybe they have a chance to cover. I don't fucking think so. I absolutely don't think so. Okay. I think it's an angry Ole Miss team, and I don't want to go back to the Lane Kiffin drama, whatever. I just think it's an angry Ole Miss team that just lost their coach in a crazy way, any way you want to slice it. I think this is kind of uncharted territory. Has a coach ever not coached their team in this version of the college football playoff? Did I miss that? Or is this the only time this has ever happened? I feel like it's the only time this has ever happened. And I just think fucking Ole Miss is going to get to it, man. I think Ole Miss is grinding. I don't think there's any cute shit going on. I don't think they're happy. You want to talk about a team I think has a chip on their shoulder? It's Ole Miss. And I'm going to tell you right now, once Ole Miss wins this game, I'm going to be taking Ole Miss against Georgia. I'm doing that. Yeah. Ole Miss has the offense to compete with anybody in the country.
I love their running back, Lacey.
I love their quarterback. I think it's the coolest fucking story that really no one talks about.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't feel like anybody talks about Lacey. Well, they don't talk about him enough. Don't you think this is one of the better running backs in the country?
Yeah, sure. Yes, definitely. They're awesome. They're awesome. They're awesome offense to watch. Yeah.
Shout out TC. I can't read all that right now. It's a lot, but shout out Pete doing your write-up. Okay. Well, kind of segue into the next game with that. If you like one big favorite to cover, does that mean you like James Madison?
Well, it's the stupidest way to gamble.
Yes.
Totally with you, Jack Whelan. I'm glad you said it. It's a stupid way to gamble, but one of these dogs is covering. And I do think most people will lean towards the Tulane side of things than the James Madison side of things. I don't think anyone's super excited about this Ole Miss team because Lane Kiffin left. I don't know if they're excited about him anyways. Like, this is fucking their backup quarterback they're doing all this with. I'm going to have to take James Madison. I'm just going to have to take James Madison to cover the spread and hold on for dear life. I do think Oregon's going to get really close to the number. I really won't be surprised if Oregon covers. I don't think anybody will be. But I'm not expecting like James Madison to be legitimately competitive in this game. I'm thinking they could cover the spread, and I'm thinking maybe Oregon doesn't need to do too much in this one, because this is to go the winner of this plays Texas Tech, right?
Looking right now.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
That would be a fucking awesome game.
Oregon Texas Tech is going to rock.
Awesome game, except I don't remember where it is. It's going to be the Cotton Bowl.
Where is Cotton Bowl in Texas? Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah. Dude.
I could be wrong on that, though. But yeah, that's going to be a fucking really good time.
That game would rock. So let's talk about that before we move on. I'm kind of with you just because my initial read was betting on Ole Miss after the coaching thing, but I don't know. Total 56.5 in that game, by the way, with Tulane Ole Miss. Oregon, 21-point favorites against James Madison. 50.5 is the total. Let's look at what Oregon did, because a lot of people are kind of saying Oregon's a little overrated, not elite. I think they're 8 or 9 to 1 to win it all. I doubted this Oregon team. I took their under 11.5 wins. I wasn't that impressed with Dante Moore when I watched his tape, but he made some plays. I've come around on him a little bit. I'm not going to crown him, but I love their offensive line and their running backs. What's this guy's name? Whittington? Talk about another guy who doesn't get talked about. Oh my God. And the other dude.
He's really
they are. And I remember it came on my radar. So again, we'll talk about a week schedule since everybody's that's a hot topic with Notre Dame. Oregon started the year by playing Montana State and Oklahoma State at home. That is not at Miami and Texas A&M, just so everybody understands. And then they went to mighty Northwestern. And then they played Oregon State. So that was cool. And then they played Penn State. At Penn State, that's the game they got on my radar. I still don't think Dante Moore looked all that great against Penn State, but their running backs dominated Penn State in a game you expected, or I expected, Nick Singleton and Katron Allen to dominate. It was the other way around. They go home after that game and play Indiana, and they lose. They lose 30-20. Dante Moore was not good. Indiana, I don't remember watching that game, actually, which is kind of weird. I don't know what I was doing, but that's an impressive win from Indiana. Then they beat the fuck out of Rutgers. They beat Wisconsin 21-7. They survived barely against Iowa, 18-16. You beat the piss out of Minnesota. You handle USC, and you kind of handled Washington. You won 26-14, but they were in control of that game.
You handled Washington. So
I give Oregon credit for being in control of those last two games, because those aren't cakewalks at Washington and USC. No. So, all things considered, I think they played a pretty respectable schedule, even though they started the year with 4 patty cake games like most teams do. But I still think this is a team that is, I don't know that I trust them to win by 21 points in a playoff game.
I don't know that I do either. Against a team that's going to give you every fucking last bit they got.
Now, James Madison coach is leaving, but he's also staying to coach this game 100%. Yes. And the other thing to consider, Drew said it yesterday, but James Madison's best win is Washington State by 4 points.
Yep, it's very true. Very true. I don't think there'll be a sexy pick at all. I'm prepared to put my life savings on Texas Tech in the next round, though.
Against Oregon? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Texas Tech is really good.
I like Texas Tech.
Yeah, really good. Sorry to switch it up, but the Phillies just re-signed Schwarber. Good. I can't believe Kyle Schwarber was even bouncing around from team to team. I would have made him a lifer. Fucking Red Sox, Nationals, and Cubs, and they all let him go.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It feels like a lot. Yeah, it seems like a club to me.
Would be so awkward since LSU's linebacker is dating his daughter. Damn, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, no. Isn't that guy transferring anyway? Wood Weeks?
Would he? Would that make sense?
I thought he was. Texas Tech is -1.5, bro. That's it.
How much more of a favorite could you make Texas Tech?
Well, they're a pick 'em on a neutral.
It is a neutral.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought it was going to be in Texas Tech. Sorry. You're right. Sorry. That's the right line. DJ, and you got Centelled?
About Weeks. Yeah, you got Centelled about Bryce Underwood too.
Yeah.
We're fucking at the bar. We're at the bar Sunday, and DJ turned to me before and he's like, look at this. It says Bryce Underwood's transferring. It was a fake tweet.
That may or may not have happened. All right. That's it for the playoff early reads. Let's go into the NBA board tonight, Steak, and then we'll shut it down at 7:41. I got to get back to Ryan. Are you going on Owner's Box today or this week?
I'm going on this week. It's not today.
Not today. Okay. All right. I got to get back to him. I'll see. I can probably do tomorrow. 2 games tonight in the association. By the way, if we have NHL, I will have some time and I can go live later to talk hockey. Yeah, we have NHL to talk tonight, boys. We'll do it. We'll do it. I'll go live again. And we have college basketball to talk about.
Yeah, let's get. We got 18 minutes. We got time.
Heat are 1-point favorites in Orlando tonight. Total is 235. The Magic have been playing very well. Paulo is back.
But Franz is out.
But Franz is out. Not good. Not good. Splits are pretty even. Oh, Hero's playing? Okay. Wiggins, Bam, Jaime Jaquez. I think it's got to be an Anthony Black night.
I think it's, well, I'm tailing fucking Cam on Jalen Suggs, which.
You tailing somebody?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm tailing Cam on Jalen Suggs night. I'll be at the game. What?
I don't know.
Which one we talk about? Oh, I got to have to. Oh, yeah. Paulo? I will fuck. I already told you what I would do if Paulo wins any award. Any award. I don't care what award it is. I'll do disgusting things. He has Paulo NBA Cup MVP, which I don't. It's like, does Korn know things that are. Does Korn know things like that players are about to get injured? Did Korn make a deal with the devil? You think so? Think Korn made the devil? Anyways,
you got some ties to hell.
I have my concerns once again about the Orlando Magic in this game. I also think it's concerning that the Heat are favored after losing 4 out of 5. I know there's no Franz Wagner. I know that kind of makes sense. I know we're coming off a loss to the Knicks. I get it all, why they would be. But should the Magic be -1.5 in Orlando, even with Franz Wagner out? Yeah, QE, you've been killing the God request tweets.
I don't really know that I understand what you're saying.
What do you mean?
You think that the Magic should not be?
I don't think the Magic should be underdogs at home against the Miami Heat.
Oh, you said should the Magic be -1.5? You mean plus 1.5? No, that's a lot of respect.
Seems like it, considering they lost 4 out of 5.
Yeah, that's a lot of respect. Okay. So you like the Heat.
Last time they played, the over-under, I believe, was 240. Now it's 234.5. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that would be either. Hero's back. Points for Suggs.
Oh, okay. So I was just looking at that on Pickett because I saw his player prop was offered and I thought he wasn't playing. So he is he was out and he's back tonight.
He's listed as a game time decision, but it looks like he's playing.
Okay. All right. Understood. Thank you guys. Yeah, I got nothing. I'll tell you. I love Anthony Black. I'll take him. Maybe points, rebounds, and assists. Can't arb this game, Alan Dims. But again, I have not lost money arbing. I'll track my performance. The last 2 days were DNPs. But all right, what do you like?
I like Jalen Suggs, and I don't have a read on the side. I'm sorry.
What is Cam's play?
Points. Jalen Suggs points.
Okay, so you like what Cam likes. What do you like?
Paulo Banchero triple-double.
Seriously?
I take it every day. Every day you play. Can't wait for my fucking pick. I'm surprised my Pickett rap didn't say something about that, to be honest.
Has it hit?
My Pickett rap?
No. Paulo triple-double.
No, we're not taking it.
But he has gotten a triple-double?
I think 2 maybe in his career.
Oh, God. Okay. No, fuck it. I'll take it tonight. I'll take it tonight because it correlates with Korn's bet. So you tell Cam, I tell Korn to win the MVP.
Cool.
In all seriousness, if Suggs is banged up, if Franz is out, Paulo's got to have a night, right?
I hope so, man. I really hope so.
Oh, come on with the hope. He's got to have a night.
I hope so.
You're such a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Knicks on the road in Toronto tonight. Toronto's 15-10, 5-5 in the last 10. Cooled off a little bit. The Knicks are playing well. They're 8-2 in their last 10. 5-point favorites. Total is 227. What do you like here? The Knicks are 3-6 on the road, 2-7 ATS. So that should be stated.
They are bad on the road, which is weird. I can't really figure that out. I tried to catch the falling knife with the Knicks against the Celtics on the road, and it didn't work out well. I also have been shit on by Cam a few times for fading the Raptors a lot. Now I think they've evened back out. Like they had this really hot start, and then now they've lost 4 out of 5. They're still 15-10. Obviously, no one's complaining, and there's plenty of time to right the ship. The losses were to the Lakers, Knicks, and Celtics, so it's whatever. But the Knicks, on the other hand, like you mentioned, won 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10. And they're two teams definitely going in the opposite direction. In this one, I think I like the Raptors. I think the Raptors are nasty, and I do think I like them today.
Okay. Somebody said RJ Barrett's out, and the Raptors have been asked without him.
RJ Barrett been out, and it will be out for at least another week or two, I think.
That's too bad.
Karl Anthony Towns is game time decision. I have no idea if he's playing.
Okay. OG Anunoby after getting the basketball thrown at him.
Yeah, I don't hate that. If you want to back that, I'm not going to back any Knicks. I'm going to take the Raptors plus 4.5.
Okay. I don't hate that at all. Let's talk a little college basketball. Maybe since there's no ARB opportunities in the NBA, maybe I'll try it in college tonight.
I think you should arb the Raptors.
Yeah, take the money line and then take the Knicks if they get up.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Michigan's playing Villanova tonight. Villanova is 7-1. Michigan is 16.5-point favorites. Holy shit.
Yeah, but this Michigan has just turned it up another notch lately.
They're just that good, huh?
I mean, they beat San Diego State, who's not a slouch, by 40. They beat Auburn by 30. They beat Gonzaga by 40, and they beat Rutgers by 41.
Do you remember when I said I wanted to take them to win it all, and then Special K was like, no?
Yeah, of course we remember that.
Fucking bitch. I didn't take it because I was respecting his opinion, and now they're like, what, minus 500 to win it all? I'm kidding, obviously. BYU 6.5 against Clemson. BYU 7-1, Clemson 7-2, and this game's on a neutral. That should be fun.
Oh, this is an MSG. You got to feel. I don't like this Clemson team one bit.
Really?
I don't think this is a good Clemson team.
Hasn't BYU traveled a lot? They had to go to Boston. You're telling me they're playing an MSG tonight? This is the Jimmy V Classic? Damn. I wish I was in New York. This is a great, great, great thing to attend.
Yeah, it is.
Usually go every year. Greg used to fucking get me a ticket, bitch.
I like I know it's fucking really, really square, but I like backing the teams with the stars in Madison Square Garden college basketball games. I really do.
Yeah, that is a good hat steak. Okay. Damn, Little Rock, Arkansas is 2-7. I used to love betting on them. 26.5-point dogs against West Virginia. Let me pull the board up. Sorry, guys. Kentucky's 45-point favorites. Oh my God.
Let's just talk about Illinois, Ohio State, and Florida, UConn, and then we move on.
All right. Illinois, 4.5-point favorites. Is this their first road game? Jesus.
First true road game. I didn't even know they started playing conference games this early. I thought I was confused when I saw this, but this game is
9 games in?
Yeah, I did not know they started playing conference games.
I mean, there's only 32 games in the season. They got to get going, but yeah, 7-1 Ohio State. I guess they're pretty good this year. I'm sure Beav has bet them every single game. What do you like here? Anything?
I think I like Ohio State. To be honest, I've seen beginning of the year, I saw a ton of fucking hype for Illinois. I understand why. And then not much hype for Ohio State. Also understand why. Bad year last year. I don't feel like anyone was super excited about them. Just lost at Pitt. And now you got Illinois, who lost to Alabama and Connecticut. I wouldn't say convincingly. The Alabama game, I feel like, was close. UConn beat them convincingly, I would say. Mm-hmm. And then they go play Tennessee and get a big win by double digits. And I just feel like I might be getting baited because 4.5 conference game road favorite actually is a lot the more I look at it. Mm-hmm. I really think Ohio State has a chance to win this game outright.
I liked what I saw from Illinois. Short sample size, but small sample size. But I like them.
A lot of people do.
I'll watch this game. I'll get eyes on this game. I'm going to have some time tonight. I'm going to talk hockey later, guys. And I'm going to bet on some college basketball tonight. So this is a good night to do some market research and get eyes on teams. Indiana 7-2 against 8-1 Penn State. 15.5 is a fuck ton of points. Shout out Snowman. But don't worry, I'm moving on. Florida and UConn.
Yeah.
9 o'clock for the East Coast. 9 o'clock. This got to be in the Jimmy V Classic as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it is. It's in Madison Square Garden as well.
Nobody's going to be on the Gators.
I don't know if that's true, though. What'd you say? Everybody or nobody?
Nobody.
You think that's true?
UConn in the Garden?
I know, but it's the defending national champions who almost beat Duke at home last game.
Bro, they're 5-3. We're not.
I totally understand, but they almost beat Duke. Duke hit a 3 to win the game. Gators had a shot at the end to win that game. I just feel like maybe the Gators will be trendier than you think.
See what the picket sharp's like. Holy shit. I mean, granted, there's 161,000 early, but 43% of the bets, large money on UConn. And everybody on a money line. I think I'm going to arb the Gators.
Chewy, listen to me, man. There's one piece of advice I could give you. Eat protein for breakfast. Eat protein for breakfast.
And I'll say stretch.
Yeah, turn the bed flips into stretching.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
QE likes the Gators. QE's with you on the Gators.
If you're going to move, you should move around. If all you're doing is sitting at home playing video games, then it doesn't really matter if you stretch or not, but you probably should stretch. What do you have to look forward to? What do you have to look forward to? Long hangovers.
Yeah, I don't know. Does Chew drink?
I mean, shouldn't. Definitely shouldn't.
Yeah. We're struggling, aren't we, to tell him what he looks forward to his 30s? Yeah. I think your 30s are awesome.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. I like it, but you got to get healthier. You start wearing down. Yeah, I'm retired from bed flips. Good. Okay. So I like the Gators. QE likes Gators too.
Okay. It sounds like a QE DGen collab.
Sure
QE, get the God meme. Get the God meme ready.
Shout out Jack Mack. I don't care if you do or don't like Jack Mack on Barstool, but he always fucks with me about Solo Ball. He's a big UConn fan, and I think Solo Ball stinks. And Solo Ball, he chirped me, and Solo Ball had a good game. I think if you have access to player props, if I can find something, I'm gonna take Solo Ball under. Can you bet college player props on ProfitX?
Good question. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not either. Yeah. Okay. Good stream today, Stig. It's good to have you back.
Yeah.
We just got. I can't do refund the channel points to Rich A for Hangman. I'm not in my spot. We'll do it tomorrow.
Snide, can you refund Rich A? We'll do it tomorrow for free. Give him back.
Yeah. Steaks going to the Magic game tonight. I'm heartbroken I can't make it. But shout out Dumps and Joy. Let's do let's say this. I'm gonna go Anthony Black, PRA, maybe Apollo something. I'm not entirely sure. Steak's going to tail Cam's money on Jalen Suggs points. Kind of sounds like you lean the Heat to win the game. You like the Raptors. I'm okay with that. And then college. What did you like in college?
My favorite bet's Ohio State.
Okay. I like the Gators. I might arb the Gators tonight and I'll arb something else. But anyways, Steak, enjoy the rest of your day. Have fun at the Magic game tonight. We'll check you later. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. As always, appreciate you. Have a great day. Good luck on all your wagers. And you're welcome. Thanks, DJ and Steak. Thanks, DJ and Steak, for putting on a great show, as always. Oh, you guys, thank you for the thank you. Okay, thank you for the thank you. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Goodbye.